Have you ever felt like your Google Ads budget is just disappearing? You see the clicks coming in, you know the money is being spent, but your phone is just silent? Well, in this explainer, we're going to break down the number one reason why this happens and, most importantly, how to fix it for good.
It's maybe the most frustrating problem for a service business owner, right? You've put your hard-earned money in ads because you need more jobs. You even see the reports saying, hey, people are clicking, but those clicks just aren't turning into actual paying customers. It's enough to make you think the whole thing's a waste of time.
And look, you're not wrong to feel that way, because when you look at the average numbers, it's pretty shocking. A staggering 96% of ad clicks that businesses pay for never turn into a lead. Think about that. For every 100 people that you pay to bring to your website, 96 of them just vanish.
And that's exactly what it is. It's like you were spending good money to fill up this bucket with new leads, but almost all of it is just leaking right out the bottom before you ever even get a chance to speak to a single person. It's just not sustainable.
So that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? If people are clicking, but they're not calling, where's the breakdown? Where exactly is that leak?
Now, the first place most people look is their keywords. And I get it. You can spend hours, days even, trying to find that perfect keyword mix, thinking that's got to be the problem. But you know what? It's usually not.
So then you probably think, okay, maybe it's the ad itself. So you rewrite it over and over, trying to get it just right. And yeah, a good ad is important for sure, but even the best ad in the world is going to fail if the next step, the part that comes after they click, is broken.
And that's where we find it. The real culprit. See, the biggest mistake in Google Ads usually has nothing to do with getting the click. It's all about what you do with it. That leak in your bucket, 9 times out of 10, it's on your landing page.
We call this fundamental problem the great disconnect. It's kind of like the silent killer of ad campaigns. It's that hidden reason why so much money gets wasted and why so many great businesses just can't seem to get Google Ads to work.
So what exactly is this disconnect? It all boils down to a really simple idea: message mismatch. It's what happens when the promise you make in your ad is totally different from what a person actually finds when they get to your website. There's this huge gap between what they expected and what they got.
I want you to put yourself in your customer's shoes for a second. Your ad did its job. It got them interested. They clicked. They're basically standing on one side of a canyon, ready to become your next customer. All they need is a simple, clear bridge to get to the other side. But when your landing page doesn't match the ad, that bridge is gone. They're just stuck there, confused, with no idea what to do next.
Now, this disconnect isn't some random accident. It almost always happens because of one of 3 super common and totally fixable mistakes. So here are the big 3. Number 1, you're sending people to the wrong destination. Number 2, the offer on your page is just plain confusing. And number 3, the whole experience is just cluttered and overwhelming. Let's break these down.
Okay, first up, the wrong destination. This is, by far, the most common one. It's when you send all your paid ad clicks straight to your general homepage. Just think about it. Your homepage is built for browsing. It's got links to About Us, your blog, all your different services. But a landing page, it should have one single job. Get that person to do one specific thing. Sending them to your homepage is like dropping them in the middle of a maze.
Next, let's talk about the confusing offer and the cluttered experience, because they often go together. Here's a perfect example. Your ad screams 24/7 emergency plumbing. Someone with a burst pipe under their sink sees it and clicks, totally stressed out. But the page they land on talks about bathroom remodels and new water heaters. Your emergency service is buried way down at the bottom. And to make it worse, a pop-up asks them to join your newsletter. They don't have time for that. They're in a panic, and boom, they're gone.
Now, this whole disconnect thing isn't just a small problem. It's not just some marketing theory. It has very real, very painful costs that hit your bottom line directly.
And these consequences, they stack up fast. That message mismatch, it causes instant confusion. So that click you just paid for, poof, wasted. That confusing page, it leads to what we call a high bounce rate, people leaving immediately, which means fewer phone calls, maybe none at all. And ultimately, you broke the promise from your ad, so you've lost their trust. And that means you lose the job.
But here's the thing. It's not just your potential customers who notice this stuff. Google is watching every single click. They have this thing called a quality score, and it's basically grading you on how relevant your whole setup is. When they see this disconnect, they see it as a bad experience for their user, and they actually penalize you for it.
And this is where it really hurts your wallet. This isn't just a bad grade on some report card. No, Google makes you pay for it
literally. A low-quality score means you end up paying more for every single click than your competitor who has a better page. You're actually being punished with higher costs while they're getting rewarded.
Okay, I know that sounds like a lot of bad news, but here's the really good news. The fix for all of this is actually incredibly simple. It really just comes down to one core idea.
If you remember one thing from this, let it be this right here. Your ad starts a conversation. It says, "Hey, do you need emergency service?" Your landing page must be the very next sentence in that conversation. It has to say, "Great, here is exactly how to get our emergency service right now." It can't suddenly change the subject. It has to be a smooth, natural follow-up.
So here's the big takeaway. Your landing page has one job and only one job: to instantly and clearly deliver on the exact promise you just made in your ad. The formula is as simple as it is powerful. One ad, one page, one promise. You line those three things up, and that's how you finally plug the leak in your bucket and start turning clicks into actual calls.
Hey, if this was helpful and you want more practical insights like this to help you grow your service business, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're always putting out new stuff designed to help you get more from your marketing.
At Proper Marketers, our entire focus is on helping service businesses turn those Google ads into what really matters: real calls and book jobs. Because at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.